Yes, copper sword. Yep. In a place far away from anywhere else. Usually over there. You are part of a group of explorers, or by yourself, making your ways through the forest. Feeling a strange presence, you notice something between the trees. Yeah, it looks kind of like an eyeball. Drawn to it, you approach this strange relic and raise a hand towards it. Tribal warfare? Like trying to beat it up or something? Upon touching its surface, the blinding light engulfs you. Yeah, that's bright. That's bright. Well, that was a fun ride, I think. Maybe? No. Left me questioning my sanity. Alright, well, here we are in Core Keepers. A fun little game. Yeah? Left mouse to smack things. And the first thing you want to do is gather some wood, because that's pretty much all that's in this starting area. Then hit the tab button and create about as many torches as you can. And use the torch to smack things around with. You're going to end up holding a torch anyway, so might as well use it to smack the stuff, right? These here are mushrooms, not penicises. I mean, you can call them what you will, they're mushrooms. What I'm smacking now is roots, or wood, whichever you want to call it. It's pretty much the same thing, universally. Alright, fingers, come on. WASD to move around, left mouse to smack things. Alright, so you may have noticed I'm in a small little place. Right mouse drops the torches and uses items and things. Oh, look, a spider. Ah, it's a spider. Push it. They don't hurt anything, they're just there. Alright, so as you can see, these are statues with black holes. These are technically the bosses. This would be the Hive Mother. This would be the Gorm? No. What is his name? Glurch. Yes. When you defeat him, you will get a crystal. You'll put it in here, and it'll give you 3 items you can procure, buy, get, acquire. You can get them. And then this one here, which you'll see far before you think of beating him up. Gorm the Devourer. Yeah. All right. So you might think, well, how are you? What are you going to do? You're stuck in a hole. How are you going to get out of there? Well, grab your torch and just start digging. And as you can see, it takes a little bit, but it's usually not that far in any given direction because the maps are always random. There's no telling what is where or in which direction or how far it goes. But as you can see over here, this red, that means there's nothing else on the other side of the wall, and I should be able to go that way. And of course, I'm going to get myself some more wood. because wood is good. And now we'll put down a little bit of light, because as soon as I pick this up, it's going to get dark and darker. As you can see, that corner now becomes dark without the candlelight. And no, you cannot walk into the water. And yeah, it is slightly slow to use the torch. And if you hit the tab button, you can make a wooden pickaxe for 4 of those pieces of wood, which will speed things up a little bit. Here, let's put that down here, along with the walls I've torn down. And you can make a shovel as well, which again doesn't, it has a purpose, but we'll show you how much faster it is to use the pick. Five hits with the pick, quicker than the torch, but then it's also dark. And at some point it gets very dark and you can't see. So to use the torch means no matter where you go, you will always have light. And here you will see an orange slime. Do not be afraid of the slime. They do not hurt you. They are not aggressive towards you. But if you hit them, they will attack you. Which, they're slime. Come on, it should be pretty easy to kill a slime, right? They are, and you're gonna want to kill a bunch of them just to get the experience. Alright. Here you see an X on the ground. Grab your shovel. So I grab my shovel. Press the right mouse button. And I uncovered a caveling skull, which does me absolutely no good. That I know of. And you see these little glowy things? These are fireflies. And see, I beat them up. I get them. They do give you experience, which is a good thing. You want a lot of experience because you want it. And inevitably you're going to get it, so. But they're floating around all over. They do respawn. They're harmless and they're free experience, so you gain it. Oh, and here we have a bomb pepper, which is also food, which gives you a recipe as well. And these are little crate boxes, which you can find randomly just about anywhere. And I got a mechanical part and fiber. Nice. Oh, a peasant hat. Wonderful. This here would be that peasant hat, plus 2 armor and dodge chance. You have a helmet, a chest piece, and a pants. You have an offhand and a bag, 2 rings and a necklace. And if you hit on here, you'll get your basic stats. And then if you click on the little skills, you'll see there is a skill tree of sorts. It requires 5 points in order, well, each one of these requires 5 in order to go down the tree. So it takes a little bit to do. This here is a workbench, which you will need at some point. Let's put that over here. So yeah, the sooner you can craft all of these items and the more use most all of your wood, you can left click many times or you can just hold the button. The more you press this button, you see this little icon right here saying number 4. Yay! I got a skill point, which means I can click on that and I have a skill point. Base builder, +6 chance to gain an extra item when crafting. Walls, floor, bridge, or fence. Lovely. Like, it really helps. Anyway, hit the tab button, get back to looting. Got shit to do, got stuff to pick up. Got all kinds of boxes over here and no idea what's in them. And you're going to want to collect as much wood as you possibly can, because you will never have enough torches, because the entire world is almost entirely dark everywhere, except for certain places have light. Not always, not everywhere, but certain places do. And these you can just step on them. Don't have to hurt them. They're just bugs. Hey, a heartberry. More food. And as you can tell, I'm not eating it right now, which my food and health bar up here says I am hungry. So I will start by eating a food ration. Just click on it and right click. Yeah. Oh, and then here we have this good stuff. As you can see, there is some stuff in the wall. This, I believe, would be copper. Well, it says new item, but I believe it's copper. Yes, copper ore. And that is what you use to make better tools. Because right now I have a POS and I need better tools. And you can kind of see over here these little sparklings. That means there is something over there worth going to get. And as you can see, it was rather dark in here. There is no way to know what is buried anywhere. And as you can see up here in the little mini map, if you press the M button, it brings up a map. This is where I started, and this is where I have traveled. There is technically no map, but it is all a map that you unlock as you go. As you can see, I can move it around, blah, blah, blah. I can zoom in on it, see where I am. So I'll teach you some things about the map in just a minute. But first, let's get whatever's sparkling up here. More copper. And you can see there is still some more up here. So let's dig another dark tunnel. Oh, you hear me go a little quicker? This is sand. And it's pretty much a pushover to get through. A whole lot easier. So when you find one, any of this, you'll be able to walk your way around the outside of the... Ooh, there's an exit. There you go, buddy. You can come up. So basically just walk your way around the outside. Clear out all the sand you can. Because each swing adds to your mining skill, which helps you level up. As you can see, we got some more num-nums up here. And you may have seen I got a new mining skill. As you can see, it turned yellow. That means I can put more points into here, which is plus 2% mining damage. Lovely. La 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 lovely. And I am running out of space. But I did find a fishing pole. Found some seeds here. More seeds, more seeds. Some good stuff. All right. Well, we have kind of traversed a little ways, and we found some fun stuff. I believe this was the maximum distances. Oh, all kinds of goodies. Don't forget, if there is an X on the ground, grab your shovel and dig it up, because you never know what's in them. Alright, so we can see we got more stuff we can do over here. Oh, and a little bit more goodie. Alright. Now, there is water right here, which is a good thing. Ooh. Okay, we got just one spot of sand, alright. So anyway, right back here is our base, or the starting point. So let's put down our crafting table. Press the E button to interact. And here you'll see a chest which comes in handy, and a furnace, which you definitely want a furnace. Because this is where you put your copper, tin, and iron. And it smelts it into bars without putting in any kind of burnable. And it makes a bunch of copper bars, which we will use to make copper items. And this is food, so we'll just munch that up. And it's gone. Just that quick. All right, we got 3, 4. All right, so now you can see we can make a copper pickaxe, copper shovel, which is kind of a waste, a hoe. Yes, we do want a hoe. So let's grab one of them. We would like a watering can, and a lantern doesn't really, I mean, it helps, doesn't do a lot of good. And this fiber stuff is what you use to make a bed, which is how we will have a spawn point. And these are bridges which you can gain some experience by building these. Crafting experience, basically. I guess you could call them handy because you get the points that way. But they're also kind of useless if you have a shovel. They just are. Alright, so let's put a bed down right here. This, while you are sleeping, will restore your health. Not your hunger, but it will help your health. And you can't sleep if there's monsters nearby. You can try, but you won't succeed. Alright, so we have a sword, a pickaxe, a hoe, and a shovel. And some food. Not a lot. And the fire went out, which means that our copper is done. Oh, and we have a piece of tin. Nice. Don't normally find that right away, but that's cool. Now we have a cooking pot, which is good. We'll take that. We can make a chest, which, yeah, for all intensive purpose, why not, right? Gotta store stuff somewhere. So let's store stuff there. Let's take our food pot and put it here. Now, we need to cook food to discover recipes. Pretty clear. Once you discover them, they'll end up in here. So what you do is you take your glowies, place them in there. You can also right click to grab just one, or you can left click to grab both. I prefer to do this one by one. And I don't know what it is, but it's cooking. All right, so these would give me 4 glow, and 1 food. Not very much food, right? This will give me 5 food at the cost of my health. So technically I should get 6 food at the cost of 11 health. But when I cook them, I get 10 food, 4 glow, 21 movement speed, and no cost to my health. Well worth cooking. Not the best meal, but it's food. And a mushroom. 9 food, plus health regen, and it can be cooked. Mushrooms are your best friend all day long. Now it gives me 19 food, glow, and health regen. Even better than this one. And now we have a heartberry. And these are basically your 4 foods. There is a couple more, but you gotta find them first. But these are the ones you'll find pretty much just about everywhere. And these make a pudding. Also good food. Let's set them down there. We have 1 of these left, so let's hold off on that for 1 second. We have 23 mushrooms. You can put them all in one spot and they don't do anything. But if you take 1 of those and double it, 2 of any one of these will give you a food item of food, which is good. And these are soups, and they're edible. So yeah. All right, I'm going to leave the mushrooms in there for now. I'm going to take my hoe, and I'm going to right click. Oh. Just make a little field of sorts, if you will, a little gardenable area. And as you can see, I could also do the rock, which you will find eventually comes in handy. But I can't do any gardening without a watering can. So I need more copper, which means I have to go digging more places, right? Now, I have a little path here, but what's the point of that when, if I dig this one out, it goes too wide and doesn't really do any purpose. So if you look here, this is about as close as I can zoom in. This is a wall that is 3 blocks wide. So a 1, a 2, and a 3, right? Let's say I take out this side. And we'll use the pickaxe, which is going to eventually break. Alright, I see some little glowy up there. That's a good idea. But now that this is only 2 wide, nothing can hide in between there. You can see this whole side of the wall, and you can see this whole side of the wall. But now if it's in the middle of one, you have no idea if there's a blank spot or anything unless it's twinkling like this little guy up here is, right? So what you really want to do is try to stay every 3rd row. Try not to ever go anywhere without digging a path. Because at some point you will uncover openings and who knows what you will actually uncover. Alright, so I have a piece of copper now. I'm going to put a little torch down and I'm going to go smelt it. Oh, we got tin. 3 of it. Oh, there it is. This will get me 4, which will get me a watering jug. We're pretty good up. Yeah, we'll eat that real quick. And that's gone. Okay. Up to here, I want a watering can. So I can take it over here to the water. Right click, and I collected water. And as you can see, I ran from there to here without doing anything. I could have. Just showing you what's up anyway. I don't need to water this one because I don't have anything that would grow in there. This is a glow tulip, which is those blue ones. Tab button to bring up some other seeds like bomb peppers and heartberries. Alright, so now I have a little garden that's gonna grow and do its thing. But I also have a root seed. Right? So let's go back out here where we have plenty of space. Grab our hoe. Now we got a little spot. We can water it. Then we can plant the root seed. This will create wood that goes out in 4 directions. Like this candle being in the way is in the way. So let's move that out of the way by putting it in a kitty corner position so that it doesn't interfere with the wood that's going to be made. And I know for a fact it will go 6 wide. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think it's 6 wide. Oh, see, there is a hole. You have no idea what's buried until you start digging. Now, when it's just one block by itself, there's really no point in removing it, but you get a skill point, so kick it to the curb. Make it work. And as we can see down here, oh, running speed. Yay! That's what I normally tend to do is follow the edge of the water. They're usually partly dug out already, so you can traverse a little good ways and break out every so many here and there. There's another little hole that usually tend to stop, but as you can see, we can make our way all the way around the water. And as I said, why bother with the pitchfork when the torch works just fine? And you're going to be placing them all over anyway. Oh, another pepper up here. All right. Can't always get the little bugs there. You got to get them in the right spot. All right. So here is a good example of 1, 2, 3 wide. In a case like this, I would dig through the center, only having to dig once instead of twice or more. Now I know there's no copper in here because I would see it glistening or whatever. But on the map, you see it's black. That's because you can't see what's in between it. And technically, it's not black. It's just in a area. But it means it's undiscovered at the moment. And now you can see where I'm standing. It is no longer black. And yes, you can run around with the map open and use it to kind of guide yourself as to where you're going. As you can see, there's some more unknown darkness. And now there's just one spot down there. Not a bad deal. Which I believe is this spot. There we go. So basically you want to know your map as best you can. And my thingy broke, which is fine. See, now I wouldn't have any reason to take out this row, but I could take out this row going that way, or I could go down one and then go this way, because this row and this row, I can see everything from that side and everything from this side, and have this pathway open. So every third row is what I will do back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And eventually you will see how big the map really is. Oh, we have another piece of tin. Lovely. We like that. Don't really have anything else we can make at the moment that we need to make, so we don't have to mess with that. Let's put some of this stuff away though, like them. We don't really need to hold on to these. They'll stack up to 1,000, I think it is, or something thereof. Gonna put a few of these foods away for later because we will use them. The sand I usually put over here into the garbage can because it is super weak and doesn't do a whole lot of good. These are currency that you'll need in here, basically. All right, so these are food types. These are seeds, which the more seeds we have, the better. This is food. This is metal. Oh, wow, they added these little buttons. How wonderful. Lovely. Right. This here is a salvage and repair station, which means we need 5 more copper in order to make that, in order to fix this, which this does just as good. And I can still see without being in the dark with this thing. So I'm really not fussed about a broken pickaxe. It does come in handy when you go up against stronger walls, shall we say. And there's no wrong direction you can go. Literally, when you look at the map and zoom it out, this little center is literally the center of a map that is massive. Literally massive. But since we have went this way and we didn't hear anything spooky, we kind of know we can clean out this whole area pretty easily. Or we can continue to follow the water. We can go this way, we go that way, we can go anywhere we want. It's a wide open world to do so. But we do have some food that's not too far from being done. We do have more seeds here, which we can put in, which will only be at a different growing time. These ones will obviously be done before these ones, which is fine. And seems we gotta go get some more water. Let's dig our way over there. Talent points. Make use of them. Sounds like food. All right, more points. We will take them. As you can see, these foods are done. And that one's done. And that one's done. And that one's done. And that one's done. Lovely, right? This gives you gardening skills. And let's, that way we have some room to put some of these back in the ground. You do not always get a seed back for each one that you harvest, but you can get some back most of the time. Just not always. Now, you might think initially that there's really no point in doing this as far as digging all the way both directions, but you can see in the bottom down here, there is a glowing. So you're thinking, well, why are you digging in here where there's nothing glowing? Because you never know where there's a hole or sand where you can make a big hole. The map won't be full of all these lines. I mean, it'll have a lot in it. But there's always openings somewhere. And I tend to keep my rows somewhat decent. Not that I'm OCD or give a shit. I just place them wherever. See? Holes. Holes. And you never know where they are. So you just keep digging. Oh. And see? Another hole. Now I can bypass that and start digging anywhere I want down in here. But I would just assume finish. Like so. And see, now I got this whole area lit up. And as you can see on my map, there is no black. No black. But here is 3 rows and there is black. Or dark or undiscovered, right? That is this row. So let's just take out the top of it. Right. So now if you look at my little mini map, there's no darkness undiscovered up in there. This whole section is now discovered. And here is the beginning of our tree root. And our garden. And I should probably eat some food. And we definitely need more stuff, yeah? So let's see. I see nothing twinkling. See the hole that it opened up? Oh, we got stuff everywhere. See, now this is where it's like, oh no, there's water, I can't get by. Grab your little bridge support pieces. And build across it. When you start seeing orange on the ground, you will start seeing slimes everywhere. Sand. Sand really does me no good, but it's quick and easy to dig in. And again, just look for the outside line of it. I can see all some shiny stuff over there. And I can see some shiny stuff over here. Sometimes it is in the sand. Just like so. Okay. So now you can kind of make your way back to wherever. As you can see, I just traveled a long ways through, all in sand. And each area has its own little colors, so there's different biomes scattered about. It's not like this is desert and this is burnt and this is blah, 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 etc. They're scattered about like this. And you'll find some different stuff here and there. So I know I can come up here and get some goodies. And I can, of course, dig through all of this at any point. Oh, another skill. Lovely. See, just by digging through the sand, you get a whole lot of skill points, which add up pretty quickly in the end. And all I was doing was digging a line across to see what happened to be over this way in the corner. And I see there's some goodies, so let's go the other way to get there. And we got more food ready to go. So before we do that, let's grab that and put that stuff in there. Oh yeah, we need food. Oops, wrong button. I don't have anything on me that I want to munch on right yet. We do have some of that. More sand, throw it in the garbage. Let's grab this one. That'll munchy myself. Let's see, we got lots of mushrooms in here. And bomb peppers you can actually make bombs with, so you might want to save those as best you can. The heart berries are usually the best with mushrooms. And you can see it's a new recipe, and these are made with mushrooms, these are made with that, and etc. throughout the list of what you can make. So keep crafting food and keep surviving. Sparklies. Right. So that'll get us some more, and some more, and some more. We still need another one. Right, we got 7 of them. These are pretty good food too, yeah. And we got some glow tulips we can add. We'll make some more of that stuff with them. And we have another of the wood, which for all intensive purpose doesn't really matter. So we'll just plant it there for now, because then we can just beat it up in here and collect our wood. Not have to go very far. Alright, so as you can see, we need some points for that. Now you can click on this and then drag it to whatever you want to repair, or you could throw it in there and scrap it and get supplies that way too. While we're here. Hey, okay. Alright. So we're doing pretty good. We have a little village set up. We have our tools. We're starving, which is fine. And you want to watch these. I can glow for 2 minutes. I can regenerate health, which is full. Now, if I have a lot of room to eat, but I'm low on health, I would want to eat one at a time and wait for this to run out, and then eat another one, because they do not stack. They do not. Now I can eat one of these. And as you can see, my food went up. Maximum health for 5 minutes. And I can regenerate health for a little bit of time. Which comes in handy when fighting monsters and things. Because these are monsters. they're monsters. And this is just a nasty monster. That's a pain in the butt just to get to this one. This one's usually not too far. See, if this is where I'm at, I would say it's usually within this range. Just outside of that. Didn't hear it over here, so it's gotta be over here. If I dug straight down and didn't hear anything, and I dug straight over and didn't hear anything, then it's either here or here. And it's not that far away. It just isn't. So let's take a little walk this way, shall we? And let's use our POS. And you can dig in a straight line as far as you want. To come across water or a gap, you just use your bridge and continue on. Look at the sparklies. Did it get dark on you? And this is why I prefer to use the candle or the torch instead. Ooh, looky. One spot short. And we would have been there. Okay. And there's more over there, but oh, we got a running skill. Yay! I was gonna say, why did that get dark in here? But okay. Looks like we're coming straight up on a piece of copper. Yeah, missed it by one. Big deal. At some point, you will come to an end, or a valley, water, or a trail. As you can see, there's something cool up here. Sand is so much faster. See, this is illuminated because of the little fireflies. And the bridge is needed. Not a big deal. Yeah, I can dig my way down there and work my way over there. And as you can see, from where I started, you can go all the way over here, which this is a massive, massive world, and they're never identical. None of them. Gold. That was gold. Hey, critters. Now these are spawns. They don't attack or do anything, but these guys do. Usually 3 hits to take them out. They don't normally take damage. I mean, you can. Not a whole lot. That's what armor is for. What? And again, you can use your torch. They don't seem to mind. These guys, however, will attack. You just got to time them. They're not that hard or complex. And if you're walking around in the orange stuff, it does slow you down. So you want to try to stay out of the orange stuff. You can. But this is where you gain fighting EXP. Ow. Just retreat back far enough, get your health back up. As you can see, I'm regaining health slowly. But I'm still hungry. So if this runs out before I get full up, then I'll eat another one. But I'm not here to fight, I'm just here to show you what's up. Gain a little bit of skill, see what's in my world. Oh, nice. And with your shovel, you can also get rid of this stuff. And much like with smacking the walls, you can place walls anywhere. With the shovel, you can dig up the dirt and the water will fill into it. And you can only use, oops, wrong button. You can only use the dirt platforms on the ground. I keep hitting the wrong button. So I can put this anywhere I want. I can dig up the sand, the dirt, the rock, anything on the ground can only go on the ground. You can't dig up water, but you can make water go wherever you want it. The walls, you can, I did it again. Like say the sand, for example, which why do I do that? Comes in handy to build a wall if you don't want anything from up there coming down. Sand is by far the weakest of them all, so it's kind of pointless. But you can also sit there and put up all the sand you have in an area and just keep knocking it down, put it back up, knock it down, put it back up, and get your mining skill up. But why when there's such a massive world to dig up? And this is our trail back, right? Let's see, where are we? 1, 2, so we need to go up one more. This one. And we can work our way all the way back. And as you can see up here, there is 2 walls. There's no black in the middle. Right, and we made it back to the base, and now we have a path to go all the way that way. Copper. Sand can go in the garbage. And we got a ancient gemstone. Yay! It doesn't do us any good. It just doesn't. At least not for quite a while. And here we have slime and slime ground, which are 2 totally different things. And let's see, we still have some food there. This is one of the little bombs. And you're going to want a bunch of these, so don't just go blow them up because you have them. The gold, you need a better one of these to put gold in. So go ahead and store it, because it's just going to take up inventory if you don't. Let's get rid of that. Now you don't really want to get rid of the dirt wall or some of these other walls, because it's part of a crafting recipe. You'll end up needing it, so don't do it. And the fishing, you can do fishing in the water. There's some spots. Yeah. This would be a fishing hole. You can see the little swirling water right here. That is where you would cast your line. Anywhere else, you can cast it there. You might not catch anything, but this, you're pretty much guaranteed to pull something out at some point. Nice. Right, okay. Now we can make an anvil. This is good. Now we're moving up. So now we've got all of our tools. We got all of our benches except for this one, which will take tin, which is this stuff, which we got to find quite a bit more. These are walls, which don't really make any sense when you got wood and dirt and turf and everything else to make walls with. These are floors. If you want to decorate and pretty it up, go right ahead. Doors come in handy. These ain't a bad deal. Oh, I must have clicked quite a few of them on accident. Now you press the E button and it opens. You can walk through it. Press the E button and you can walk into it. So if I felt insecure and thought, oh no, I need some doors around here, I can put them in. Which honestly don't do anything for me except get in my way when I'm trying to walk through. And you might wonder, why isn't this growing? It's because there's stone, stone, and stone, and then dirt. And this one is dirt, 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 and grass. It's not growing. It will. Give it time, and before long, it'll grow way more than you want it to. You can water it. It's nothing. But it helps, I guess. Bloop. Fine. Maybe I threw them in the ground, forgot to water them, or water them before I threw them in the ground, or whatever. So be it. And then we open our menu and we grab some more seeds. Oh, we forgot to put that in there. Just enough of them, and that's good, because the more you get, the bigger the farm needs to become. Ooh. And see, this is where I can take my shovel, dig the stone out of here, come over here, dig the rock out, or the stone, and now I can put the dirt in those spots and fix my garden. Still got to put one in there. All right. So now let's make some armor if we can. Then we can make wooded armor, or we can save up and make copper armor. Which is better? I mean, you got plenty of wood. You're making wood. You might as well throw some wood armor on. You might need it. But you better have the copper before you go fighting this guy. Let's just play it safe. Gross. Get some copper, okay? And these, again, I'm just saving them because I don't need them at the moment. There we go. So now you can tell when it starts growing, it's going to want to go this way. So we'll open a path for it. And it's going to want to go this way. It's going to want to go this way and this way. And these two will interact at some point and stop growing because there's something in their way. But until then, they can grow all they want. All right, and we're getting closer on some other skills, not too far off. But that will pretty much do it for me today. I will probably come back and play this one again. I've enjoyed it plenty enough before. As you can see in my beginning, I have a few different characters and a few different worlds. Actually got the game before it actually fully released in the demo version, which was by far the most inclusive demo I ever played. Got myself hooked on the game. Love it. It's simple, it's basic. There's enough to it to keep you busy, and it's more of a longer term. I've watched people kind of run through it and run into trouble because they didn't take the time to figure it out, to play it right. Not a very good idea. But anyway, it is multiplayer. It's on Steam. It's a reasonable price for what it is. Devs are active, and there is some updates coming. Not just patchwork, but more biomes and bosses and other fun stuff. And I'm not going to spoil any of it for you. You just get to find out by coming back and watching this, or getting the game and jumping in. So either I'll see you in the game, or you will see me back in the game, or another game. I'm out of here. Have a good one.